Hello Virgo, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you're connecting with on a romantic level, what it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. And just to let you know, I will be channeling only the angels at the end. The way I do my readings, I don't actually, I just channel my higher self, you could say. I don't channel through any spirit, any beings, any entities. So this is somebody who you may have had a relationship with. Could be a situationship. Could be somebody who you've simply exchanged glances with and you know there's something special there. Something very passionate, maybe even frustrating. But no one's saying anything. Oh boy. I also have betrayal here. Anger, betrayal. Oh, Virgo, what is going on? My goodness. There's two storylines, actually, that are coming out of this particular spread. That's not common for me to have two storylines come out right from the beginning. But, so the two things are that somebody, either you have betrayed this person, and it's very frustrating at this point, and you're just angry at yourself, or they have betrayed you, and they are angry at themselves. So it's either or. It's because the feelings are very intense. That's why the type of intensity both of these cards have. I mean, this is anger and rage, and right next to it we have betrayal, right? So that's really it's very dark right in the corner there. So we have here, Virgo, first card is the strongest, sensuality, followed by love, ecstasy, creativity, anger and rage, betrayal, hearth and home, laughter, and then we have boundaries under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. I'm going to express to you, Virgo, what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Virgo, I see you as somebody who has a lot of charm, a lot of talent, charisma. You are very sexual and very sensual. You're very alluring. Your charm, your charisma, your personality is just beautiful. It's hard not to think about you. It's hard not to be swayed. It's hard not to be seduced. There's no doubt I do love you. I may not show it, and it may not seem like it. It may seem far from it. But the truth is I do love you. This love that I have for you is pure, it's clean, it's true, it is unconditional. Unconditional love. And there's a part of me, now that I realize that, comes to life. My soul comes to life. You make my soul happy. And I do feel that in this connection, there's a sense of creativity. I want to create something. I have been wanting to create something, but I am quite frustrated and annoyed to the point where sometimes I even get upset and angry because I have betrayed you. How am I to create something with you, with these expectations, when this entire situation revolves around betrayal. I have to be more practical, more realistic. I know that I have behaved in a way that was very much like a stranger. You thought you knew me when in fact you never really knew me at all. Now there's a lack of trust and a lack of faith. I do feel that in this connection, there's a sense of hearth and home. Wherever you are, that is where my home is. And you're that person that I can rely on no matter how I behave, no matter where I go, no matter what I do. You always accept me with open arms. I do feel that in this connection, there is this beautiful friendship on a deeper level that I share with you. Above all, this friendship is something that I do value, and I don't really want that to change. You know what makes my heart happy. You know how to make me laugh. You're like a ray of sunshine. But after all that's happened, my dear Virgo, these boundaries still remain. And it's important for these boundaries to stay up. Because right now I don't know exactly how I am to move forward in this connection. There is this understanding and this realization. So much has changed. And for this reason I have put up these boundaries. Some of these boundaries are just emotionally strong. I try to keep my emotions in check and keep them far. And I do that because I know that no matter what I do, no matter how much I try, this betrayal stays. And I'm angry at myself for this. Which is why it's difficult to change these boundaries right now. All right, Virgo. There is love. And so there's the emotional part here. You have the physical part as well as the spiritual, which is really interesting. So this for me is the physical, this is emotional, and that's spiritual. So you have all three aspects to actually have a winning connection, but something here happened where we have betrayal and we have somebody who's really frustrated and angry. And then we have boundaries because of all of this. So, this is, it's a situation where perhaps many of you are not in contact with this person. And I see that here with the boundaries card. There are some boundaries. Either the communication has become less or maybe even non-existent. But there's a gap here. Things are not the same like they used to be before. Or things have just not really gotten off to a good footing. It just hasn't happened. All right, let's have a look at the Lover's Path Tarot. All right, so we have here the Six of Coins, followed by Tradition. All right. So this is something that may have occurred in the first place that caused a problem. Perhaps you are aware of this. Maybe you do not know about it. All right, so here we have the Six of Coins. Let's have a look. All right, the Six of Coins here does talk about how at some point in time this individual may have been using wealth to manipulate others. Now that is very different. This could be wealth to manipulate others. It could be just their time. Maybe they put some effort into the connection, but the problem here is that they gave with expectations, and they have a sense of manipulation, and that's not good. So when they were giving with expectations, they gave and they thought that they could get something in return. The only reason they were giving is because they wanted something in return. Now love, as many of us know, should be selfless love. That's the way love should be. You don't really give expecting something in return. To some degree that is okay, but not all the time. All right. So with the Six of Coins, we also have here resenting those who need help. This person's nature, it could have been, it doesn't have to apply to this, but it could have been that they're very particular about who they want to be around and who they want to help, who they want in their circle. Now we also have here tradition. So let's have a look at tradition. All right, so with the tradition card we have here, there was a need to throw out old social structures that constrain. So there are certain social structures, certain things in society, in this person's community, that they have grown up with, and that is the norm. That is what people always have done. What this person truly wants to do is change all of that. They don't want to be in that situation anymore. They want to do something different. And they feel comfortable doing that. They just don't want to have the same type of issues that they've had before. They want to have the freedom to do something different. And here it does talk about the need to throw out old social structures and constraints. And that constraint, fear from unconventional ideas and the ways of approaching them, nonconformity. So even if this person wanted to change something with you, so your situation with this person, for some of you it might be a third-party situation, but the situation here is that everything that you thought that was considered like a normal friendship or connection or relationship, this person is in a situation where it is not considered exactly that. They wanted the relationship to be the way they thought it should be, and not the way the world thinks that it should be. For this reason, there may have been some friction, because you may have thought, you know, I've been going out with you for so long, you've never really introduced me to your friends. You know, we're dating, or I'm in love with you and I thought we're in love. Yet this person might not be in love with you. They might just love you. They might not be in love with you. Now remember I showed you the love card, right? That love card came up and it does show that this person most likely does love you, but they might not be fully in love with you yet. So there was a little bit of an issue here. And this is not going to resonate for everybody. I mean, for some of you, this person is in love because the cards were strong. But this person really wanted to turn you into what it is that they wanted you to be. And they wanted that because they want you. However, in the eyes of the world, it might not be the right kind of respectful, right, or respectable kind of connection. Respectable? Respectable. I don't know if there's a word that's respectable. I think there is. Or let's just say respectful. So they just want you to be respected. They want themselves to be respected. But they want to do things their way. They think that this is a new era and things should be done in a new kind of way, not the same old way. So for example, in an open relationship, right? This person may feel that they want an open relationship. And they might feel literally that this is normal for them, this is right. But for you, it might not be like that. You might not want an open relationship. You might just want to have that one person and that's it. All right. So let's have a look. Let's have a look at the Beginner's Tarot deck. Nine of Pentacles. I only picked the top card. The second card here was the Two of Swords, and then we have the Five of Cups. But I personally only pick the top card when I do readings because it has the most amount of energy. And as I mentioned earlier, that I'm not connecting with any spirit, okay? There's no spirit, no orbs in my room. This is just through my higher intuitive self when they pull it out. All right, so we have here the Nine of Pentacles, and we have the Fool card. Followed by the Star, and then we have the Six of Swords, followed by the Nine of Wands under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. All right. So the Nine of Pentacles here does talk about how this person sees you moving on, how they have seen you move on already. You are no longer that person that they remember back in the day. This means that before, you were the mystery that they had uncovered. They had discovered you and they knew what makes you tick. They knew how to get to you. The problem now is that they see that you have been rebooted, reset. You are now somebody who is different. You're thriving. You're no longer the same. You're an upgrade to what you were before, and so now it's intimidating for this person to reach out to you. That's why there's boundaries. They're very, very nervous when it comes to reaching out to you because now you are above them. This is how they feel. Now they feel that you are very independent, you are self-reliant, self-sufficient. You don't need anybody. That's what they feel. We also have here the Fool card. They feel that in this connection, there is this sense of wanting to they want to take a leap of faith towards you. Keep in mind it is a Fool card. The Fool card is somebody who's foolish, so they could literally rush into your life, and as soon as they rush in, there's this, whirlwind romance, and then all of a sudden, boom, they ghost you. That's because they never really analyzed their own feelings and emotions. To what degree do they really, really want to be with you? So be careful because of the Fool card. This person might end up, taking action, being with you for a certain amount of time, but then all of a sudden they're gone. Now, we also have here the Star card. This is a beautiful card. This particular card talks about how this person really finds you literally to be someone who's famous. Maybe you are famous, or it's something that you do that is, you really excel at your career, or something that you do that's really well, like you're the person that knows it very well, like a specialist of some sort for something. But they really, really admire you. And they know that other people admire you too. A lot of people like you. They see this, they sense this. They also feel that you are destined to be together somehow. The both of you are meant to be together at some point. They feel this. They feel that no matter where you go, no matter what you do, ultimately, you are supposed to be together. That's what they feel. And here we also have the Six of Swords, wanting to move on from the situation. It's just too much for this person to handle at this point. They have been there, done that. They feel like, you know what, too much has happened. It's time to move on. I don't want these rough waters anymore. I want clear, smooth sailing. So this person really does want to move away from the harshness that the situation has. Now, with the Nine of Wands, at some point in time, this person, and this is current, this person really does want to reassess what boundaries they want up and what things they want to bring down. There are boundaries that are up for the proper reasons, and then they're going to realize there are boundaries that are up that need to just be broken down. There are some responsibilities here, some restrictions, but this person's going to think long and hard. Before they take that action, they're going to try to see how can they actually get this done. Before they even reach out to you, they have a lot of work to do. This is what I'm seeing here. And it's because they see you as somebody who is really thriving and you've moved on. This is how they see you. So it's a bit intimidating for them to reach out to you. There's a little bit of fear. Do I see any action here, Virgo? I do see some action for some of you. There's literally like two storylines here I'm seeing. For some of you, they will come like in recent times, in the next coming months or so. But for others of you, it's not an action, it's just them thinking for now. So for some of you, they're looking at you and they're very intimidated, and they're making plans by moving on and making the changes and then coming to you. And then some of you may actually encounter somebody who's just going to take a leap of faith and just try to be with you. So there are these two extremes. One is going to wait and the other is literally just going to be there. And like I said, this is a general love reading. It's not a private love reading. That's why these cards seem to be a bit, not that focused, right? But let me know in the comments below if this has resonated with anybody out there. It would be good to know. All right. Let's have a look. Just going to do a quick prayer. I will be channeling the angels here. All right. So these messages are from Archangels Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel. So we have look for a sign, followed by take action. Then we have reconsider. Followed by opportunity. Wow, then we have wait. Followed by success. That's nice. Then we have ask your angels. Followed by you are ready. So, interesting. So we have here, for many of you who may have not really been looking at any red flags, they are starting to say, start to look for red flags as well. Be sure that you know what it is that you're getting yourself into. For others of you, this also means that look for a sign and take action, which means look for any type of indication, whether this person wants to be with you or whether they don't want to be with you. What type of message are they sending? And take action according to that. But here the angels, archangels, Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel are telling you, reconsider the type of action that you're going to take. Reconsider it. Reconsidering means you thought you knew something, but in fact the information was slightly different. And now, according to the information that you will receive after you see these signs, you will be able to make the proper decision, because you will be able to reconsider what it is that you are going to do in terms of taking action. Now we also have here, reconsider it, because you're going to receive an opportunity. However, they are saying that wait for the opportunity and eventually there will be success. Don't rush into anything. This is all with divine timing. They are saying that there will be success. They're also saying here, ask your angels. So the way I do it, as I pray to the Christ consciousness, through Christ I get to his Father, the Almighty. From there I call upon Archangels Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel to guide me and to protect me throughout the entire situation. Now, they do help, but they can help only if you give them permission. So they do have to have your permission. Now we also have here, under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme, you are ready. So many of you, Virgos, you may feel that you are not ready. You might have felt that emotionally maybe you're broken down, but no. So much has happened that the angels here are telling you whatever happens, whatever action you're going to take, whatever opportunity or success that you will receive, you will be ready emotionally, spiritually, and physically to receive it. Many of you may think that, you're not in that type of mindset where you can handle anything. Some of you might feel that because of what has happened, all the bad, all the sadness that has occurred in this connection. But it's just literally like that song, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. That is very true, and that is what this reading is like. You have gone through so much, you don't even realize that you've become a rock, but in a good way. You've become more powerful, more stronger than before. And with the Nine of Pentacles, this is exactly what this person was seeing in you. With the Nine of Pentacles, you were that person who's thriving. They can no longer, they can't touch you, the way that they thought life was before. They will notice, and they have noticed, that things have changed now. You are no longer that person that they can, I'm going to say it, that they can bully around, that they can take advantage of. You are no longer that person. For some of you, you might have felt this. And that is something that they are wondering about now. How to come back into my Virgo's life? How do I do this? For some of you, it might not have been bullying, but it might have just been, they don't appreciate you. And now they see this, that, oh, wow, my Virgo is just totally out there. They are thriving. Look at where they are and look at where I am still. And that is your reading. I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity and some guidance in your situation. Definitely let me know if this resonated with anybody out there. It's a very unique kind of reading, I noticed. It's a different type of reading. The feelings were slightly different than the typical ones that I sense. All right, Virgo. Thank you once again for tuning in, and I will see you guys again. Take care now.